True Heel Heat.
Hello, this is RJ City, and I am ethically opposed to any more wrestling podcasts. I don't know why you guys are talking about wrestling. It is a niche product. It is a very small industry. Yet, at this point, there's more wrestling podcasts than there are wrestlers. There is something wrong with society as a whole, but as you get smaller and smaller into wrestling, and then the wrestling podcast sphere, it gets even worse. And one such example, if I may turn on the microscope and look at the drudgery that happens to be True Heel Heat. SP3, Sid, this is your fault.
Hello. It is me, your True Heel Phenom, SP3, and we are live on the True Heel Heat YouTube and Facebook for AEWramble episode 237. I needed this. Discussing last night's February 18, 2026 edition of AEW Dynamite as only we can. And to do that, I am joined by my esteemed colleague. He is the man of 60,000 subscribers. You go to him for your TV and movie reviews. You go to him for his amazing Yankee fitteds. And you go to him for honest criticisms of Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling, the one and only Jimmy Macram. How are you doing?
I'm good, relatively speaking. I hope you're all doing well. Also, relatively speaking.
What is that even supposed to mean?
I mean, I want you to be doing too well. Well enough.
You sound like
you fucking walking up and down the street. If you were skipping, I'd probably be annoyed. But like a walk with like a smile or something, I'll take it. All right. At least he's happy.
At least he's happy. But yes, we are back once again for another edition of AEWramble, the best and longest running AEW Dynamite review in the land. We appreciate y'all if you're joining us live. Appreciate y'all if you're watching us on demand. Remember to show your appreciation back the simplest way possible. You can drop a thumbs up on this video. You can share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. You can also sound off in the live chat. We love to interact with all of you guys there. If you're watching us on demand, we'll talk to you in the live chat. If you're watching us or in the comment section, if you're watching us on demand, we like to keep the conversation going over there. But if you're with us live, we'll try to highlight as many of your comments as possible. But of course, if you're feeling generous, you want to give back to what we do here, you want to show your support to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel and AEWramble here every Thursday at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time, you can do so with a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. It goes back to the contributors that you see on screen with us here, and we always appreciate the support. We got in the chat with us today, we got Ace Rules, who says, what's up, SP3, Jimmy, and Chad? Good to see you in the chat, good brother, with us today. We also got one of our favorites, the Negro Buck, Nick Jackson, who says, afternoon, my good brothers. We got Hangman Adam Page's #1 op, Josh D from CT, one of our members of the channel, who says, I hope Hangman loses, although his contract isn't up until next year.
Only one of you have any goddamn morals. I appreciate you, brother. But yes, I too want him to lose. Not because of his love of pedophiles, but because I have no interest in him being a champion at all. I'm over it. We did it twice. We move on. Please.
You were like, God damn, yes, MJF, you're absolutely right. He won the title twice and he let us down twice.
Right? Had it twice. It was mid twice. Can we stop doing this? Why are you doing this? Seth Rollins ass nigga. Can we go? Please?
Can we move on? Damn. Fire Jerry Finisher says, sup, y'all. We also got Josh D, who says, Hangman's a bum. Put him in the bum 15.
Damn, all right.
He's the #1 op. #1 op. He got you beat, man. He got you beat. God. Annika says, can y'all change the pick of Swerve? He don't look right. He snapped. He shouldn't look right. He snapped. We got Dion.
Whole lot of unimpressive Negroes running. I'm kind of with Big Kev on this. Whole lot of unimpressive Negroes running around. I'm with you, Kev. I'm not impressed with these Negroes.
What the?
One nigga's got on Bret Hart shades. The other niggas over here looking like, what are we doing? What is this? I'm with you.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
You saying a lot of unimpressive Negroes is probably what Kevin Nash really wanted to say, but he couldn't. We got Dion in the chat. Thanks for joining us. He says that what's up, THH. He says Swerve and Omega is a match all the guys in the back need to watch. Lots of in-ring logic and storytelling, not just focused on getting your stuff in. Yeah, it's probably the best storytelling I've seen from an AEW match in like a few months.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. It was a good match.
The sell of the jaw at the end by Omega. I was like, yo, Omega has stepped up his selling so well, where I really felt, I was like, is his jaw okay? Like, is he just selling or is he really okay or not?
It's fine enough to kick out.
Absolutely. Oh, see, so Jeremy was gonna ask if you didn't like the last 3 minutes after the kick out. So I'll tell him already that you didn't.
I didn't hate it, but it was like, oh, good Lord. Cannot help himself.
King Greg says, what's up, SP3, Jimmy, and chat? Good to see you, King Greg, in the chat. And we also got a super chat donation to start us off from Josh D from CT. Thank you so much, Josh D, for the support. You're going to start us off, so you get the mic so you can.
Bitch, come on now. Oh my gosh, Siobhan, what the hell is wrong with you?
Thank you, Josh D from CT. He says, yo, deadass, I thought Hangman a bum way before the picture. He's not even the best cowboy cosplaying wrestler.
Holy shit. I'm with you. He's got his faults. No namely being he's overrated by the fucking internet wrestling community. But I can't say he's a bum. He's a solid hand. He's a top tier upper mid carder or shitty main eventer, whatever you prefer. I'll let you call it.
Jesus Christ. We got Luis in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Saying what's up, everyone. We got Nicky Boy. He says, yeah, Hanger can pack it up. God damn. Everybody's turn.
Damn, we're all on the same page. Yes.
Hangman scares the hoes, says Chase.
I love that. We had a mass psychosis for a while when he was going to beat Moxley. You all swore he was the main character and the greatest thing ever. I'm glad we got out of that. Good Lord. That was annoying to deal with.
We got AEW King who joins us, newer member of the channel as well. He says, hey guys, you guys are great. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. I like any AEW fan that's willing to listen out to more like an objective AEW podcast where you have someone who regularly enjoys it and someone who regularly is annoyed by a lot of AEW.
That's a good way to put it. Annoyed. Yes.
Yeah. I wouldn't say like you hate on it or anything like that. You just get annoyed by certain stuff. More than I would get annoyed by stuff, but I understand we're different people.
It's very true.
We got Big Man Dawes. He says the match was great, but went past his peak. Even Big Man Dawes is usually on the same page as you, so there you go.
I know. He reads books. He's picked up a book since fucking high school. He's got some
I have
class by himself.
I have.
What? If it had pictures in it, it doesn't count.
Wow. Do you like to insult me every week? My morals, my reading capabilities.
That opening is right there. I can't pass that shot. That shot is wide open. You don't pass up that shot.
Big Man does this. Hangman is the Seth Rollins of AEW. He says no shame in that. Yeah.
No. Unless they keep trying to fucking push you down and fucking throat and give him a group and give him a microphone and all that shit, then yeah, it's a big problem with that. So get Hangman
then he gets hurt. You build the flagship around him and then he gets hurt.
Thank God. Lord.
Wow,
CM Punk.
That's crazy.
Did he not free CM Punk? Had all these clan members voting him most overrated. Rest of the year this year. Absolutely.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Who would have thought? All you had to do is get rid of Seth Rollins, and things are looking up again. It looks 37 instead of 47. Good for you.
So you mentioned the Observer Awards, who, yes, CM Punk was in the top, 5 of most overrated. It's been a talking point more in the companies that got the worst awards than it has been in the AEW. Did a whole highlight package where they won awards for Sports Illustrated and ESPN. There was no video package this week for the Wrestling Observer Awards, but ironically enough, WWE has mentioned or made reference to the Observer Awards on their television show more often than AEW did. And they didn't mention anything about the awards they did win from like Sports Illustrated and ESPN, their own broadcast partner. But you had Michael Cole. You had Michael Cole making reference to it, saying that this is award-winning stuff on at the announce table. And then Corey Graves says, "Yeah, you should get a newsletter." And then they started snickering to one another on Monday Night Raw. Then you had Vic Joseph on NXT who said, "Yeah, me and my award-winning broadcast partner Booker T." And then,
shit! All right, fuck out of here.
And then they also did the during one of the commercial breaks, they was like Booker T was like, "Oh, I told y'all Lola Vice and Kalani Jordan was gonna be good during the breakout tournament." And Vic Joseph responded with, "Yeah, I've never questioned your journalistic integrity."
All right, Vic's the man. It is what it is. Come on, man.
I've never seen so many people who say they are not bothered by something be so bothered.
Vic is not bothered. Vic's the man.
Yeah, Big Joseph did not deserve to be in the top 5 worst announcers.
This is the fan vote, right?
Yeah, this is the Observer readers who vote on it.
Why would you listen to just come on, man? These are people who pay fucking however much money to listen to Dave Meltzer. Why are you taking their opinion seriously? You're a fucking child. Good Lord. Michael Cole snickering. You're 60. Would you stop it? Who cares? Grow up. Ugh.
Yeah, that was just like, you want to tell them the reference that you made beforehand? Because I was bringing this up because Wrestling Observer did give all their worst awards pretty much went to WWE. They won worst promotion. They won most overrated Jey Uso. Worst television announcer was Booker T. Worst match of the year was John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. The worst weekly show was WWE NXT. Worst major show was WrestlePalooza. And most disgusting promotional tactic was bringing back Brock Lesnar.
Damn. Yeah, just because the Klan has their own award show that shits on black players doesn't mean that they're wrong. They're right. Paulo Banchero is fucking overrated. Is what it is. I'm sorry, I don't really know what to tell you. You read those awards out? That sounds right to me. I don't know what to tell you. It just does. I can't disagree with any of those too strongly. And listen, as long as AEW doesn't bring it up, I'm fine. And they didn't. It's just Michael Cole and who? Oh, Corey Graves.
Michael Cole and Vic Joseph.
Vic Joseph doesn't count. Vic Joseph to go. But
and Booker T, who spent 5 minutes to explain that he's not bothered, but then complained about Dave Meltzer giving him the worst television announcer, and that Dave Meltzer is a cancer to professional wrestling, and how he was going to punch Dave Meltzer one time for his opinion on something.
I thought it was a vote. Why are you shooting Dave?
I don't know. I think that I think a lot of these WWE people are like convinced that Dave is the one that votes on these awards.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I mean, that'd be my guess if I didn't know what to vote. But it's a quick search away. Not sure why you wouldn't do that.
And there's no doubt. I want to give him credit where credit is due. There's no doubt that Dave has some influence on the voters for sure.
It's the people who fucking pay to hear Dave. I mean,
yeah,
still get to share a lot of his bad takes. But unfortunately, Dave is right. When head dragging is right, it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. Doesn't say. Booker T has gotten over Trick and Stephanie. He can be a shitty commentary as he fucking likes. I'm not sure what to tell you. And it's already
do a good job.
It's already paid for itself.
And I will admit, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Booker T for various reasons. I enjoy him on commentary. I think that Pat McAfee is objectively worse than Booker T.
I would agree with that. Pat has definitely lost whatever juice he had the first year, 6 months, however long it was.
Yeah. Wow. AEW King letting us know it's 4:25 a.m. in Australia on a Friday morning, but it's worth getting up for. Oh man, that's one of the best comments I've seen. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that, good brother.
Jesus.
Before we get into AEW, there was one more topic that we wanted to bring up here, and it is one of our favorites, a person that we've complimented in the past because he is very consistent about making money, and it is Big Sexy Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash this week got a lot of controversy as he was in the news for his comments in regards to Javon Evans on the Click This podcast, where he said that Javon Evans needs basically a little bit more of an edge. But he said, and I quote, he's an incredible athlete. He's a little bit too fucking Mr. Bojangles for me. I wish he was... We've already lost Jimmy. I wish he was a little bit more urban. I understand it's Netflix. I understand there's a big fucking world out there besides the one that fucking 66-year-old Detroit boy Kevin Nash wants. But I just want him to have a little bit of an edge. He can strike. He throws a good punch. fucking take your time and throw a good punch. Maybe put 2 or 3 together. Something where you tell me if this shit was real, all this athleticism I have, I can use. Not if this shit was real, I would cartwheel off your motherfucking body like you would never see. He sells good. He does everything good. He just that you have to fight.
There's a lot of different things in there. Mr. Bojangles is insane.
the racial undertones of this quote is just too, it's too funny. It's just too funny.
Oh,
it's just
shit.
too funny.
It is both, not both. It is absurd in its own way. It had some good old school wrestling advice in there. And then this was self-awareness. As he said, he's a 66-year-old man from fucking Detroit. I appreciate all that. That quote is way better than I thought it was going to be. I will say this. Big Kev is from Detroit. And niggas from Detroit don't act like John Evans. Can we just say that? Can we start there? Especially not having fucking years ago. Kev has a specific black person in mind because I remember a quote of him saying when he came to WCW and started the NWO, he said the only black people they had there was Book and Stevie. So we were immediately the coolest people in the room. I know who Kevin Nash is now. I know who Kevin Nash is. If he was he could be my boss. Like, guess who Kevin Nash is? That was amazing. I'm sorry. I was ready to hate Kevin Nash until I heard the quote and I was like, that's kind of amazing.
It's just racial dog whistling. He used terms that wouldn't overtly be like, okay, that was racist. But it was, if you understand what he was trying to say, it's like, damn, bro.
You guys are gonna know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yes. Only black people of like a certain, like, you have to like you said earlier to me, you have to read a book without pictures. You would understand what he's trying to say. You can understand what he's trying to say on the positive side, and you can understand what it sounds like and the perception it gives off as well.
Yeah, that's wild. Good for you.
I was like, the Mr. Bojangles would have went over so many people's heads if he just left it at that. But immediately saying he needs to be more urban, I was like, oh man, that is a 66-year-old black man, 66-year-old white man telling a 21-year-old black dude to be more urban. Like, come on, man.
He sees these niggas walking around with painted nails and shit. I get why he'd be bothered by that. He's a young thug in a dress. I get it. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh,
I think he's
Black
Native
History
American
Month as well. Black History Month is crazy. Yes.
That part is fucking wild.
Oh man, so good. But yeah, had to bring it up. Had to bring that up. We do got another super chat donation from our main man, Josh D from CT. Thank you so much, Josh D, for the support. We're gonna open up our ears so we can.
You prick.
Josh D says Andrade should have beaten Hangman standing 10 toes down. 10 toes, excuse me.
Obviously, I'm agreeing with fucking that. Good lord.
Hey, I was going for Andrade to win, but I did understand why Hangman was winning because it would have been heel versus heel, and AEW. I wanted that. I wanted it to be heel versus heel because AEW doesn't do it, but they just don't do it.
They've got an obsession with Hangman. It makes you sick. But whatever. Fine. We'll do it.
We got Big Man Dogs. He says, I eventually found out what it meant. Talking about Mr. Bojangles. He says. He said, bro, I had no clue what that word meant. I Googled Bojangles and found a fried chicken brand. So I was like, what the fuck is this man saying? But it was racist in a different way. Laughing emoji.
Wild. Hysterical.
Yes, it was. It was Power Driver. He's in Kevin Nash basically gave no disrespect, but I just said some disrespectful shit.
Oh
man,
the man has no filter. It's just shocking every time.
It's hilarious. It's quite hilarious. Mr. Towns says, did Jimmy see what Mariah May is doing in NXT now? She's competing for the WWE Speed Women's Championship next.
When? Where?
She's in the Speed Women's Tournament now. She was in a backstage segment on NXT, which led to a lot of fans. Of course, it seems like anytime Mariah May is not doing something at the top of the card or doing something that people think is beneath her, they always want to quote tweet that Tony Storm promo.
Yes, who's been crushing it recently with Willie Yuta and Orange Cassidy.
Hey, that was a lot of fun.
Sure it was. I think I remember EO in the tournament, so I'm not too worried. I'm fine. I'm good.
There you go. We got another super chat donation from Dion Jenkins. Thank you so much, Dion, for the support. We'll give you one of our other favorites.
I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
Dion says Javon wins King of the Ring. King Vaughn gimmick incoming.
What you gotta do is transfer his fucking Twitter personality over. Let's call him Tony kind of crackhead and call him Ricochet bum. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Might work.
It makes sense. It lines up very well. Are you still down to do the post-show Q&A? We got some questions on the community tab.
I think so. I'll make a phone call
in
the next few minutes and we'll figure it out.
No worries at all. We got Annika who says what happened with her and Jada. Well, if you watched that matchup with Jada last week, there was a suplex spot where some people are debating if Jada was sandbagging her or Mariah didn't get her over or whatever. I think it's always on the person taking the suplex more than the person who's doing the suplex, but she landed on her head and apparently she got a neck injury in the process.
Jada
she's out of action. Jada Parker's out of action.
Her neck, a neck injury. Jesus. Poor Jay Uso.
What the fuck? Yo, that was wild.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
I'm joking. Get canceled right along with Big Kev. Oh, Lord. I'm joking.
Oh man, that was wild.
I hope a swish or a speedy recovery. Okay. And stay off of Twitter, please. Good Lord. Just the last person whose thoughts we need to hear on things. Please.
Yeah. Not really good. Not really good there. All right, let's get into the show. AEW Dynamite this week. It took place from Sacramento, California. Sold out crowd in this building in Sacramento. I thought this was one of the better Dynamite crowds in a while, not just this year, but in a while. I thought they were kind of like low energy for the spot of the card that was low energy, and they picked it up at the right time. So I enjoyed this crowd. What about you?
Yeah, good crowd. They were for it.
Yeah. AEW Dynamite comes on the air with Excalibur welcoming us alongside Bryan Danielson and Tony Schiavone as they throw it to comments from tonight's competitors on the card. You got Mina Shirakawa is up first talking about how it's Mina time to grow as everyone wants her, but she wants the TBS title. Willow Nightingale talks about not having to be pinned to lose her title tonight in a four-way contest with Marina Shafir, Mina Shirakawa, and Megan Bayne. She says she can kick ass in Australia with Harley and fly to Sacramento to defend her title. Megan Bayne says gold belongs to the all-elite goddess, even winks at the camera at the end. We get a very determined Swerve Strickland who says, I need this. I need this, which was some foreshadowing for later in the show. Kenny Omega finally closes off our promo train here as we get Kenny saying that Swerve Strickland got in the way of what he wanted the most. So until he's no longer in his way, he'll wish him adieu, goodbye, and good night. We then hear from Renee Paquette, who was backstage earlier in the day and caught up with Orange Cassidy and asked about Roderick Strong walking out on him last week. And he says that thankfully with the conglomeration, there is a lot of them. And in walks the returning Tomohiro Ishii from New Japan Pro Wrestling. He'll be his tag team partner tonight as Orange Cassidy will team with Tomohiro Ishii to face Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors of the Bullet Club War Dogs. So nice little promo train to tease the card for the night to build stuff up for the rest of the show. Like I said before, I enjoy this kind of version of running down the card instead of Excalibur not breathing for a whole minute as he goes through the matches on the card. Any thoughts on the promos to start the show?
I'll waste my time. But yes, we're gonna run down the card. I suppose it's not the worst idea in the world.
And then you get to kick off the show, opening action. It's AEW Continental Champion Jon Moxley going one-on-one with Don Callis family member Mark Davis in a Continental title eliminator matchup. We get this is coming off the heels of Moxley going to a 20-minute time limit draw with Konosuke Takeshita at AEW Grand Slam Australia, and now he gets a member of the Don Callis family that he screwed over in the AEW World Tag Team title match a couple of weeks back. Renee Paquette is ringside reporting, talking about Moxley being unable to close that loop against Konosuke Takeshita, going to that time limit draw, and still still wanting another piece of Takeshita after he beat him in the Continental Classic. Meanwhile, you have Davis wants to use this opportunity with Doyle on the shelf to prove that to the Don Callis family that he can be an X Factor. Bryan Danielson was severely disappointed that we didn't see bald-headed Wheeler Yuta during Moxley's entrance as he was rocking a hoodie. Despite his history with the Death Riders, Danielson also admits that he respected Moxley forcing Yuta to get in the ring and had his head shaved after losing the matchup at Grand Slam. Davis, early on, he uses his size. He trucks over Moxley with a running crossbody. Then we get dishing out corner strikes. Moxley tried back. He tries a sunset flip, but Davis squishes him with the pancake, dropping all his weight on Moxley's sternum. Sliding forearm strike sends Moxley to the floor. Davis was relentless with this attack. Moxley ducks a punch at the ring post, and you just hear Davis legit clock the ring post so hard he starts bleeding from the hand. This allows Moxley to hit a tope suicida to get the fans loudly behind him. Moxley wrenches back on the fingers and stomps on the fingers while it's on the steel steps, working over the bloody hand. Back from break, you get Davis has gained control. He ran through Moxley against the LED board. Quickly back in the ring, Davis went up top, but Moxley cuts him off and bit at the bloody finger some more before delivering a superplex for the double down. Moxley again went back to the sunset flip. This time he avoids the squish by Davis. Davis then gets hit with a PK by Moxley, but Davis gets up at the count of one. We get a slugfest between the two men. Davis hits an enziguri, but then Moxley ducks it and ducks a lariat and hits a flash cutter. Davis spuns out of a sleeper hold attempt and then tries to hit him with another home run shot. Moxley slid out and dodged a charge into a schoolboy for two. Davis then hits a gut wrench power driver, which looked crazy for a near fall as Moxley slightly gets the shoulder up. Davis slapped on a sleeper of his own, but Moxley's able to escape it. Davis popped him with another lariat. Whiffing on another enziguri, Moxley followed up with a curb stomp, and we get another double down between the two men. Both collide with clothesline attempts. Neither budge initially, but the third, Moxley crumbled. Moxley is able to float over a power driver, and he sinks in the bulldog choke. Davis frantically tries to get free, but he's unable to move, and he taps out to Moxley, who picks up the win here. I thought this was a high energy matchup. Davis once again looked impressive in this matchup, really he kind of hid some of the bad tendencies of Moxley to me in this matchup. I rather enjoyed this opener. What did you think?
Okay, what's going on with my goddamn microphone? What was that? I'm trying to be nice. This match was fucking worthless. No disrespect.
No disrespect after you just disrespected this matchup.
Why are we having
the hand stuff is what got me into it. I enjoyed it.
There's Holly Berry couldn't have got me into this. I'm sorry. It's John Moxley and Mark Davis. Can we get to the DDT part so we can all move on with life? Listen, for what it was a good match. I thought it was really well done. As you said, Moxley shaves down some of his horse shit and his King Kong nonsense when he's in there with a significantly bigger guy, which I appreciated. That aside, it's a waste of 15 minutes. What are we doing? What are we doing? Can we skip this and go to whatever the fuck is next, please? Why is he having this match? Why did Moxley have this match? Didn't you just draw with Takeshita? Why are you having a different match? Shouldn't you be fucking unavailable until you face Takeshita? What are we doing? Nope. Gotta get my shit in. Gotta get my 15 plus another 5 minutes of fucking TV time every fucking week.
He's here every week. Every week he's been working. Like, hey, he's one of the 3 biggest straws in the company. He's number 3 for sure. But
yes, I was just place afloat. Please, John Moxley or Seth Rollins. Is your number 3 guy? Time to find some other investments. Time to find some more cash flow because you're in big shit.
King Matei says, Mark Davis said, I'm going to injure my hand again so I could come back at the same time as my tag team partner. Yo, he legit punched the post. I was like, I've always seen the guys who do the chop, but to punch the post, I think is even worse.
That was amazing, to be fair.
I enjoyed that for sure. We got here decent opener, nothing more, nothing less from Davion. We got Big Man Doug says, I like the first half. It got a bit to want to be epic by the end. I didn't think it wanted to be epic to me, but
it's John Moxley. That's all he does. These grand displays of machoism stinks. I'm sorry. Somehow only the second worst member of the Shield. It's very impressive.
Where does Moxley rank as far as your most hated? Wait, first in the Shield and then in AEW.
Well, he's not in the Seth Rollins, aka Jack Perry box, as in ruining CM Punk.
Wow, Seth Rollins in the Jack Perry status? Holy shit!
Ruined CM Punk. Jack Perry ruined Collision, my favorite wrestling show of the last 5 years, and Seth Rollins ruined CM Punk's 2025. So Moxley's not that bad, but he's pretty up there. Like, he's probably on my hater list. He's one of the better wrestlers on it, but he is an inherent bore. I am sorry. There's nothing he does these days that I think is interesting.
So where does he rank as far as AEW, as far as your most hated from AEW? Because you've been having a lot of vitriol towards Moxley as of late. ever since he won the Continental Classic, it seems like.
Because we had a story. I thought we had a story going, which was Moxley's fucking downfall, right? And all of a sudden he's winning a belt, and now he's on TV every week winning matches. What are we doing? What kind of downfalls?
And now he's the babyface again.
Oh, good Lord. All right, heinous. Perry won, then probably Orange Cassidy. You know what? Moxley might be right there. Yeah.
Even over Matt Jackson? Holy shit.
You know what I realized? We'll see on the show.
And Swerve? Over Swerve?
No, this is just in the ring on the mic. This is not their personal lives. No, none of that. We'll see later on the show that at least Matt Jackson knows when he has absolutely nothing interesting to say. We've seen for the last 2 weeks. He knows when he has nothing interesting to say. I appreciate it.
He's like, I appreciate self-awareness. We then go after a Grand Slam this weekend. We hear from Hangman Adam Page, who said that he now knows why Andrade is called El Idolo. The next time MJF tries to kick him in the balls, Page will make sure he doesn't have a happy future. At Revolution, Page is coming for the AEW Men's World Championship, and he'll end MJF to take it. Look into his eyes and know he's telling the truth, Max. Fine. That was fine. A little prelude into what we would get later between the two men.
Well, next day from Thekla, wasn't it? I don't know. You got another.
I was wondering, like, that was my big nitpick of the. I will say, a spoiler alert. This was probably the most time they've given to the women's division in months. So I'll take that. But we could have added a 1-minute promo from Thekla.
It's the biggest moment for fucking life. Fucking radio silence. Good Lord.
We do get the AEW World Tag Team Champions FTR and Stokely Hathaway coming down to the ring before the commercial break. When we come back from commercial, we got Dax Hardwood, who barely was able to start talking before he gets shut the fuck up chants from the crowd. He brought up how the Young Bucks called themselves the best team in the world 10 years ago in 2016. But cut to today, and they're sitting comfortably in second place. Stokely said that, truth be told, it pisses him off that last week on Dynamite, the Young Bucks shook hands with the Rascals and Private Party, which is interesting as the Bucks tried to run Private Party out of the company a year ago. But now they are good? He was like, that type of fakeness is what Stokely hates about professional wrestling. Who is at the top of FTR's hate list? It is Matt and Nick Jackson. Under them is their parents, their mom and dad, followed by their delinquent kids running around acting like they're the boss backstage. The Bucks then appear from behind. They take out Harwood and Wheeler with super kicks, leaving Stokely, who's still running his mouth about them, in the wheelchair. Eventually, Stokely realizes that FTR is not behind them, so he slowly spins around in his wheelchair, backtracking like crazy. He was like, I didn't really mean any of that, guys. The crowd is chanting for a super kick, and they get their wish as Stokely gets clocked and out of his wheelchair with the super kick party. The Bucks then hold up the tag team titles, and they officially announce when they want their shot at the titles. They said that they want it in their backyard at AEW Revolution, and they hold up the tag team titles standing tall over FTR and Stokely. This went like maybe at best 5 minutes, but I thought this was very effective. Stokely was able to talk and always entertaining. Him cutting ass on the Young Bucks parents and kids was funny. Young Bucks getting the last laugh to make the challenge for Revolution. I thought this was effective use of time to add something else after they won the number one contendership last week. Stokely was good.
Yeah, Stokely was fine, but this program is about nothing. Nothing that the last, 5 times they fought each other wasn't about. This is, it's jarring. This, I will say, I won't get to it, but I am surprised by how many programs on this card just have no point. The point is always the belt, but nothing new to add to the state of affairs.
Yeah, it's always who's the best between the Young Bucks and FTR. Who's the greatest team of all time? That's usually the premise of any time they feud with one another.
Yes, and if we haven't solved it in 6 matches, I don't think it's going to be solved. Can we move on?
Well, this is the 5th
Yeah,
match. They're 2-2. This is the rubber match. This is like best of 5 over the last 6 years.
Then they'll be 3-2 until they're 3-3. And then it'll be 4-3 until they're 4-4. Enough.
Best of 7.
Enough.
Best of 7.
Niggas are colluding with each other to keep the fucking young talent down. Good for you. I've had enough.
We got Chuck Berry's who says Stokely is a hidden treasure for AEW. That dude. I love Stokely. I always enjoy Stokely on the mic.
Stokely is great.
Yeah. We got also Davion who says, is it just me or has FTR booking been cold since winning the titles at Full Gear? 100% it's not just you. It has gotten a little cold. Like they don't know what story they want to tell with them ever since they were better when they were chasing the titles than when they have the titles, it seems.
Yeah, agreed. Feels like they're spinning their fucking wheels until Ed and Christian come back. Not a fan.
You should never be spinning your wheels for 250-year-olds to come back and have y'all something interesting
and beat you up. Yeah. What? Good Lord.
I kind of agree with you and the chat. It seems not super interested in seeing FTR and Young Bucks. As far as like the build, I'm not super interested in. I think when they get in the ring, it's going to be great because they just have that special type of chemistry. And I think if they don't go heavy into like making it a stipulation match, like, you know, they've had ladder matches in the past, maybe you could do a 2 out of 3 falls because that's just more wrestling. But I think that with the crowd that they're going to have over 10,000 in Los Angeles. I think it might be one of their better matches because both teams are in top form when the bell rings.
Yeah, the match will be fine. But we got how many fucking weeks to get there? What, 2 more? 3 more?
3 more weeks.
They had nothing to say when they won. There's really nothing to say. It really is nothing to say.
It's just who's the greatest team? Who's the greatest tag team of all time?
I don't know how I'd build the rest of this. I know how I build it. I wouldn't have booked it in the first place. But I don't know how I'd book it now that I'm here. Damn.
This is another one, kind of like what we're gonna see MJF and Hangman talk about later. I would love if they like add the stipulation. This is the last time.
Oh. I'd be here for
like when because apparently I was looking at like these statistics. Someone posted the statistic. They are tied as far as like 3-time. They're both 3-time AEW world champions, and they're also tied as far as their records in AEW world tag team title matches as well. They're both 17-9 in AEW world tag team title matches. So this should be the end of it. Like whoever wins this is the greatest AEW world tag team champion of all time.
Awesome. Let's go with that. We have Edge and Christian crossing the match. So we know Young Bucks going to go over. If that's the stip. Come on.
No, it's probably a Young Bucks trying not to look like egomaniacs. Like they booked themselves to do it. They'll probably give the win to FTR, and then Edge and Christian will be the ones who dethrone FTR. They probably do TLC at Wembley or in Canada. No, they do it in Canada because that's the next pay-per-view.
These 4 non-athletes having a TLC match sounds hilarious.
You got to add the Young Bucks at that point. You got to add the Young Bucks to do the bumping.
Cash Wheeler is the best athlete in the ring. You're in trouble. You're in some real trouble. Ugh.
Oh, man. We got Big Man Dogs that says FTR are very unhappy about their booking for a shoot. Maybe.
I can see that. It's been ass. And they're very unafraid to let people know how they feel about it. Always.
No, they're 3-time world tag team. Both teams are 3-time AEW world tag team champions. Then we get Brody King following his loss against MJF at Grand Slam Australia. Brody is backstage with Bandito, and he talks about how he was this close to winning the AEW world title. He could taste it. King isn't sitting around feeling sorry for himself. He says, bring the biggest, bring the baddest. February 25th, he will be back on Dynamite, and he's getting back into the world title hunt. He's looking for a fight as this segment was going in the arena, and you could hear it during this pre-tape promo. They're just chanting, fuck ice, fuck ice, fuck ice. These chants are just getting louder and louder every week, and I love it. I love it for Brody. It's helping Brody feel like a bigger star, it seems like. But what did you think about this promo here?
I too love it for Brody. It always works out when you decide that your favorite wrestler is a beacon of morality and uplifting. CM Punk, Hangman Page, I'm sure won't go badly at all.
I made the robot.
Oh, you made a robot. Is that for Jimmy?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta.
Are you sure?
Turn that down, please.
Does the robot have an accent?
Does the robot have an accent?
Yes, I do.
What's the robot's name?
Smarty.
Smarty. Oh, okay. You said hi to Jimmy?
Hi, Jimmy. I made Smarty.
Thank you, Governor.
You just always say that? Jesus. Show some love for Harlem in the chat. Always appreciate it. Then we get
Brody's gonna be on the Epstein list. I was thinking.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
I mean, you got to keep escalating. The world is a comedy. It's going to keep escalating. Punk with Saudi Arabia. Hangman's hanging out with a pedophile. There's only one way to go up from there. You can only go up.
Absolutely. What the fuck, Jimmy? Dude's outrageous. Dave Meltzer over here reporting bad stuff about we got another super chat donation. Thank you so much from Chase. We appreciate you, Big Chase, for the support. We will give you our good friend Stoker. We got Chilling with Chase. It says, oh no, Harlem brought in WWE's AI robot. Is that what's is the AI robot is what's in the box, and that's what's making all the bad AI that WWE has been producing?
I hope so. Good Lord. Why? I don't understand. I don't get it. Fuck it. Who cares? Whatever.
Wait, you don't like the box angle?
I don't mind the box angle. The box angle sounds fun. I always like goofy shit like this. I know the payoff's gonna be heinous, but I don't care. Until then, I'm enjoying it. This AI shit, I don't get it. It's like not even good. Why are you obsessed with it? I don't understand. You know what? I realized there are a lot of old men there, and old men are always trying to be hip, and AI seems hip to them, so they're gonna just find some young guy who's gonna tell them it's a good idea. Didn't they hire some fucking head of AI guy?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. They did like adapting of integrating AI into WWE.
Yeah, some horseshit. Some guy who's scamming them for fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Good for you. Get paid, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Chilling with Chase. He's got another comment here that I gotta read. He says, only True Heel Heat. We can have an wholesome moment and then something outrageous. Love it.
I was merely making a point. That's all. No disrespect.
Appreciate all the love for Harlem in the chat. We got Dion who says, y'all about to be shocked when Vince walks out of that box. Oh,
now that would not be a disappointment. Holy shit.
That wouldn't be a disappointment. Holy crap. I would be like, they are ballsy. They put their balls on the table.
Go for it. That's what they should say. They should have Vince walk out and then have Triple H pop on the screen and say, and what the fuck are you going to do about it? Nothing. Sit back and watch with your friend Mark, whatever the fuck he said his name was.
Sit with your friend Mark and type on your little computer screen. What do you think about the? I don't know if I asked you this last week, but what do you think about the WrestleMania criticism, WrestleMania 42 criticism for Triple H about the low ticket sales and him being internally criticized over it? And of course, that led to the whole box angle because they needed something to hook people in ahead of Elimination Chamber, and they don't want to call The Rock, it seems.
Internal criticisms. Well, that's not any of his guys, so that's above his head. Was that The Rock?
TKO.
I can see that.
TKO's not pleased because I think they're down 18% from this time last year for WrestleMania 41. But I even me, and you know me, you like you and Romeo were the two people who try to call me out for my Triple H bias, but I admit it now. I do have Triple H bias. I have PTSD. I have PTSD. We did a whole short talking about the Reign of Terror. That's where all my PTSD toward Triple H started. But I admitted, I was like, Triple H is like the 5th biggest issue of why the ticket sales are down. Like, it's, you went to the same city 2 years in a row. That same city is down in tourism by like, I think it's like 18-20% from year over year. It's the most expensive city in the United States. And oh yeah, the United States is a place that people from overseas don't want to go to right now because of the people that you're affiliated with in the White House.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Those are monstrously important issues. And then there's the short-term issues of, while Roman and Punk are gigantic names, they're not John Cena. And as big as John Cena is, he wasn't The Rock from 2 years ago. This is what happens. I'm not entirely sure what you want. We're doing the best we can with who we got. What do you want? Sorry. I'm sure Cody Rhodes will save the day. I have no doubt in my mind.
Cody versus Drew, night 1, baby. That's where we're going, Bubba.
How did the night 1 sales look? They look any different than night 2?
Nah, they're pretty much the same. They're both at like just under 37,000 last time I
watch.
checked.
Night 1's gonna take off. Watch. You watch. You watch. As soon as they announce Cody Rhodes versus whoever, you'll see.
Oh, we just get an update here. Speaking of WWE and looking to bolster WrestleMania ticket sales, Fightful Select just reported WWE is still interested in Bad Bunny. WWE is still interested in Bad Bunny. WrestleVotes Radio is reporting WWE had been in contact with representatives for Bad Bunny well in advance of the Super Bowl, gauging his interest and availability for WrestleMania. It is unclear when things ultimately stand at this time, but conversations were positive. One WWE source noted that the company would, quote unquote, absolutely welcome Bad Bunny at WrestleMania, even if it's for just an appearance and not a match. Bad Bunny performed at the Super Bowl halftime show. Recently, Logan Paul has publicly stated that a match against Bad Bunny has been floated. Bunny, of course, fought the last time was against Damian Priest in a street fight at WWE Backlash 2023.
Ta-da!
Oh, look at that. You gave us you drew on the bag. That's nice.
Looks actually pretty good.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice coloring. You did good.
Color? How you spell color? C-O-L-A?
C-O-L. No, C-O-L-O-U-R out here.
No, certainly not. That's not what I heard. Certainly not.
That is how they spell it in the UK.
Color is C-O-L-O-A-E-A.
No, it's color. It's like that. That's how it's spelled.
Whatever you guys say. Bad Bunny's not showing up for WrestleMania. I'm sorry. This is the price you pay for fucking doing stupid ass pictures with fucking in the White House, fucking spitting water like a dope. That's number 1. And then number 2, TKO is a bunch of cheap bums. So whatever the fuck Bad Bunny's price was before,
it's doubled.
It's double now. Niggas performing the Super Bowl. He's not showing up for fucking Wrestle. They're not paying whatever he would need to show up for WrestleMania. Please stop.
Yo, I said that. I was like, and Logan Paul confirmed that it's been floated around on his podcast. And I'm like, does Bad Bunny realize, like, if this is serious and this is something that they've discussed with Bad Bunny and he's saying he returns the interest from WWE, does he not realize how bad that's going to look for him and his brand? Or does he not know who they're affiliated with?
He might not care. He's a big enough guy where it may not matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Yeah. We'll see. Greater than Harl says, how many guys in WWE Creative watched the Kid Rock halftime show?
None. Nobody watched the fucking show. Please stop it.
No one did. Hey, isn't Kid Rock like a WWE Hall of Famer too?
Is he?
I don't know. Let me check that. I would have sworn he's a WWE Hall of Famer.
Is Lonely Road to Fame a Kid Rock song?
Yeah.
It's a great fucking song. I don't know if it's a great song, but it's a great video package.
Yes, it is. Is he WWE Hall of Famer? Yeah, Kid Rock was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2018 as part of the celebrity wing for his contributions to the Attitude Era and numerous contributions to WWE soundtracks. He was inducted in by, guess who? Triple H. The artist was honored for using his music in the company, including songs for The Undertaker and WrestleMania.
To be fair, I mean, yeah, I'm not mad at the pick. He stinks, but I'm not mad at the pick.
I mean, Donald Trump is a part of the Hall of Fame. That should tell you everything.
I mean, that mania is outrageously. It'll be nice. John Cena just retired this year, or last year rather. I won't shit on the fact that he needed Donald Trump to have a super big WrestleMania. You're welcome. That's pretty fucking usual. John Cena, The Rock, saving John Cena's legacy.
Those are the two biggest mania. The three biggest manias he's been a part of was the ones against The Rock and Donald Trump with the billionaires matchup.
Yeah, I can't believe how big that was. That was not that long ago.
No, well, it was now 20 years ago. 20 years ago next year.
Oh Jesus, never mind.
Yeah. But let's go back to AEW Dynamite. I always appreciate y'all in the chat for amusing us when we do these interjections into off the beaten path. Yes, let's talk about AEW TBS Championship was up for grabs next. AEW Women's World Tag Team Champion as well. Willow Nightingale defending the TBS title against Mina Shirakawa, Marina Shafir, and Megan Bayne. Good
Where's
pop
Homegirl?
for, huh?
Where's Homegirl at? I thought they added somebody to this group.
Oh, Lena Cross. I think Lena Cross, Harley Cameron, all the Australian stars seem to have still be, visiting family probably in Australia because Harley also wasn't on this show as well. You get Shafir early on. She quickly sends Shirakawa to the outside and turns things into a 2-on-1 attack on Nightingale. We get Nightingale who fights back, fights off both women with clotheslines over the top rope to the floor. Cannonball connects off the apron. Then she holds up Marina and Megan for Mina Shirakawa to hit a huge crossbody off the top onto the pile before taking Shafir back inside for a tornillo for a 2 count. Shafir then starts fighting back, sending Shirakawa outside again as Bayne and Shafir start eight double code breaker. The numbers became too much though as Shafir set up Willow in the corner where Bayne hits a crazy looking Hurricane Rana. She's calling it the Mega Steiner online as Shafir followed up with an awkward looking 619. I need her to just stop doing that. Stop doing it.
Wrestling
you don't
at all.
You never do that right. So stop doing it. Bayne picked up Shirakawa and launches her over the top rope to the floor on Shafir and Nightingale. Things return with Nightingale and Shirakawa battling back, launching off of Bayne's back with the tornillo on Shafir. Then we get Bayne missed a senton on Shirakawa and squash Shafir, allowing Shirakawa to nail Bayne with the sling blade and gets a 2 count. Willow flattened everyone with spine busters, got a big pop as she dropped the strap. She gets a 2 count on Mina. All 4 ladies rise and trade strikes as Shafir no-sold Shirakawa initially until she ate a back fist flush. Then we get Bayne and Nightingale wiped out Shafir and Shirakawa and collide with double clotheslines as we get a complete reset. Crowd was really into this matchup at this point. Nightingale was up first. She spiked Bane with a DVD, but Shafir was there with a Uranagi. We get Shirakawa took her out with a DDT as Bane flew in with a flying clothesline. With everyone on the outside, Bane takes out the whole pile with the Tope Suicida, but Shafir pulls Bane back to the floor and they start trading strikes. I like the strikes. They were laying that shit in on each other. Those kicks by Shafir to the chest of Bane. She was hurting the megacysis. That's her chest. Shafir pulled, then they fought near the timekeeper's table where Shafir throws a kick and Bane catches it and she power bombs her. She tries to power bomb her through the timekeeper's table, but it didn't break, so she just falls into the chair set up by the table. Back inside, Bane went up top for a moonsault, but she was cut off by Willow, who hits this crazy looking avalanche German suplex where it looks like Megan Bane's gonna land on her neck. Thankfully, she was able to get over on this spot. Shirakawa went crazy on Willow towards the end. She hits her with a shotgun dropkick, back fist, big back elbow to the back of the head, catches her with a buzzsaw kick. She goes for the figure four, but she starts posing a little bit, which was enough of an advantage for Willow to get an inside cradle, 1, 2, 3, and she retains the TBS Championship. I thought this was a really good matchup. I enjoyed it. The crowd seemed into it. Willow defending the TBS Championship. We need more of that. For the most part, I thought that Mina looked good in this one, better than her last couple of performances here. Shafir was the weakest part, especially with that tiger fin kick that she needs to stop doing. But Bane was awesome in this matchup. Thankfully, she's okay because that German suplex was scary as hell. What did you think?
Yes, Dion. Yes. I've been saying it for a while now. Yes, live show charisma is she's hot. That's it. And these fucking creeps don't want to admit it. That's it. That's all it fucking is she's hot. Live show charisma. What's that even mean? The Rock's charismatic on the fucking radio. If you're charismatic, you're charismatic. Live show charisma. Really? What does that mean? I've got to see her. Gotcha. Yeah, I know. She's hot. Enough of these people. Fucking creeps. This match was good. Match was good.
I love all of that to say the match was good.
Match was good. Match was good. Willow's fantastic. Bane is great. That finish is impossibly limp-dicked. Why are we fucking protecting Mina Shirakawa with fucking inside credit? What are we doing? What are we doing? Have her powerbomb this motherfucker to oblivion. What are we doing? You gotta protect fucking everybody, including Mina? Enough of these people. Oh, I'm so bothered. But yeah, this is really good. I'm looking forward to Megan's great. Still my favorite Julia match, which I can't see being replaced anytime soon. But yeah, Willow and Bane were great. That was really good. I'm not sure why everybody else is even here.
Bane looked furious at the end. I think we're heading towards Bane and Willow. I would do that as the TBS. I still want them to pay off that promo that Willow did after she won the TBS title, where she says, I don't mind defending both of my titles on the same night. It feels like Revolution. That's what they should do. They should do a tag team title match and a TBS title match, and you do Bane and Willow at that show.
I'm not mad at that. I keep doing it, quite frankly. But I wouldn't mind if she lost the belt there.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either.
Bigger things in the future, because this Thekla thing's already dead in the water.
I wouldn't say that, but I do agree. She needs to be the one who dethrones Thekla whenever she loses the title. We get a super chat donation here from our good friend AEW King. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you, good brother. A new member of the community, so show some love in the chat for him, and we appreciate the super chat donation. That's why we're going to play Jimmy's favorite of our drops.
Weapon in hand, too. And Blackpool Combat Club, they better wear out Kenny as long as they can. Hangman's going to come out here.
Ooh, Steve Austin, absolutely.
AEW King says, just wanted to show some love to you guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support, good brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks for having me.
We got here in the chat. We got Davion who says this was a fun TBS Championship match. We also got Chase who says Moxley for sure supporting Marina Shafir doing the Tiger Fin kick. He is all like, yeah, that's innovative. That's cool. Like whatever people do that.
Sorry. She's not very good. We move on. Why are we still doing this?
I much prefer her when she's just throwing kicks, doing her MMA thing, than doing tiger fin kicks. Like, she don't need to do that.
She don't need to be in the ring. Just stand here and look tough. Please and thank you. What the fuck?
You wanted to be China of 1997 and just stay there.
Right.
Not even
Why
do
do you ever
grow into
change that?
China of 1998,
No.
1999.
Please no. Wasn't that great to begin with? Please no. You need to see China versus Chris Jericho for what? China versus Jeff Jarrett? Are you fucking serious? Just fucking stand there and look tough. Please and thank you. I don't ask so much.
We get a highlight package for AEW Grand Slam Australia. Really good show that they did over in Australia. A bunch of the highlights for the ladder match. Takeshita and Moxley, MJF and Brody, of course, Willa Yuta getting his head cut in the hair versus hair matchup, and the Mega Bad losing to Babes of Wrath. Then we get a nice little tribute the commentary team did. Commentary paying their respects to recently passed away WWE backstage personnel, Curran Silvis. Tony Schiavone talked about working with him early in his career while Bryan Danielson got choked up. He says that he didn't know anything about production before getting to WWE, and he gives his condolences to his family. This was a very nice, respectful, classy tribute by them for a guy that mostly worked for WWE, never worked in AEW. That was a nice little tribute that they did here.
Very dope.
No.
Very dope.
And like it proved that AEW is not scared to say WWE. It seemed for a while they seemed scared to say WWE anymore, but that was the first time in a while they did, and it was for the right reason.
Right, which is all you can ask for in a situation like that.
Yeah. All right, heading back into the we get to the top of the second hour, and we get one of the big segments of the show. MJF and Hangman Adam Page going face to face following AEW Grand Slam Australia, where Page beat Page. Why are you laughing?
What's up with that face he's got? He looks so concerned. And fucking Marty Scurll just walked in.
Oh my God.
How old is she?
Words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Hang that picture back up. That face is fucking fantastic. Oh, huh?
You said she's how old? Hangman comes out first. He gets a good ovation. You got MJF coming out second. MJF gets on the mic first, and he wants to make something clear. He's not cutting some QC promo to sell tickets here. He hates Page's guts. Everything about him. How he looks, how he walks, how he wrestles, his white knight bullshit. How the dumb white trash hicks actually think Page is on MJF's level. They have the gall to call Page the main character when clearly it's MJF. Most of all, MJF hates the fact that Page holds 2 wins over him, make him want to puke. Page isn't better than MJF. He's just a lucky shot. But MJF thinks and sees something that the idiots can't. He can see it in his eyes. Maybe it's his 2 boyfriends, Kenny and Swerve, are fighting. Or maybe Page is in his own head again. That he had a chance to be at the mountain twice. And both times he crumbled under the pressure. Maybe Page wonders if he wins the title a 3rd time and crumbles again, will the fans wonder if Page is truly a fraud? The man MJF is looking in the eye isn't the same guy he fought at Revolution last year. He thinks Page is all out of bullets. MJF can't think of a better birthday gift on March 15th for himself than to end Page and all of his cowboy shit. Page responds and says that between the 2 of them, he's the lucky shot. Paige talked about the fans carrying him back to the world title and how he beat the dog shit out of MJF last year. If anyone is lucky, it's the guy who had a guaranteed shot, took it home, and waited until they were in front of the largest crowd they have seen last year, returning with a new head of hair thicker than Mark Davis, waiting until everyone was on the floor, kicked Paige in the balls, and collected the spoils of greater men. Paige says that MJF hates him, but he hates Max so much more. He says it's not because of any of the years of cheating and lying. Despite all of that, it's when he looks at MJF and he's never met someone more like himself. MJF's desperation for love, acceptance, Paige is no better than that, and he hates it. Paige knows how much MJF wants to make his mark and his loyalty to AEW. But as much as everyone right now wants that title, they both know they need it. At Revolution, Paige wants to end this for good, forever. And he thinks MJF knows that this can't be a normal wrestling match. So he tells MJF to think of a stipulation. Paige always has known what this match should be and should let the fans decide. Here the fans start chanting, Texas death, Texas death, Texas death. As MJF quickly shuts them up, though, and he says that Paige is crazy to think that they're going to have anything but a standard wrestling match. Paige thought MJF would say that because he's scared, a coward. He knows what this could mean. If MJF agrees to the stipulation, then Paige will give him his word. If he doesn't win at AEW Revolution, he'll never challenge for the AEW Men's World title as long as he lives. Which got quite the reaction from the fans. Like, oh my God. We get a big smirk, a treasure cat grin, a shit-eating grin on MJF's face as he immediately accepts this challenge, saying that as far as his stipulation goes, unlike these morons, he thinks through things. MJF needs a week to determine the stipulation, but Paige tells him that he knows what this needs to be. Texas death. Paige storms out of the ring. He stops on the aisle while MJF has a look of concern, but we see the realization in Hangman's eyes of what he just offered, and he might have shot his load a little too much here.
I want my phone puppet.
Okay, all right. Don't cry.
My box puppet.
Okay. Okay, you're okay. You're gonna be okay. All
Mommy.
right.
Mommy. Where's mommy?
She's coming back. She's gonna be fine, all right? You'll be all right.
I want to
Why are you laughing? You're cruel. You're cruel. Why are you laughing? Why can't I hear you? Did you mute yourself? Because you were laughing so much? Yeah, you did.
I wasn't laughing.
Yes, you
I
were.
wasn't laughing at all. Pull out, folks.
Jesus Christ. You just can't help yourself.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
I'm freaking the fuck out. Oh my God, what happened? Oh, nothing? Great.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. I really enjoyed this promo. I think they got to what they needed to get to a little bit awkwardly towards the end of this. I would have the fact that Hangman was willing to put that much on the line for just his stipulation and then didn't even get the stipulation that he wanted just yet. He has to wait a week to find out if MJF's going to agree to the Texas Deathmatch stipulation. I think there could have been another way for him to put his AEW world title future on the line than that. But I thought both guys came off very strong in here. They got across their issues with one another. This was one of more of Max's like measured performances on the mic. I thought Paige had a good response, and him putting the AEW World Title future does give this a hook, which makes this matchup less predictable than it was after Grand Slam Australia. What did you think?
Yeah, this was good. I knew this match would need something because I am not interested in it without this added step of Hangman potentially never wrestling for the world title again. This is manna from heaven. Please and thank you. But it does throw this match up in the air for me. That's a good shout. Matter of fact, I'd go even further with it. He should lose the trios titles before this fucking pay-per-view. Just to give some further juice. Motherfucker really win the world title. Please don't. MJF was good. He was very good. In an effective way. Like in and of itself, is this a good promo? Not really. But he was a heel. He said nothing that was even kind of likable. He's not trying to be cool. He's not trying to be clever. He's not trying to be an edgelord. He had some very I thought after fucking Hangman mentioned his hair, I went, uh-oh, that's a green light. And guess what? He's about to burn this motherfucker down. He didn't. He kept it together. Very disciplined. I'm the bad guy, and Hangman's the guy. I got to get him cheered. And he did what he was supposed to do. And I felt like Hangman was more over at the end than he was in the beginning, which felt significantly more 50-50 in the beginning. MJF is always going to be over. Hangman was also solid enough. Yes, he does yell a lot. But I find that better than his quiet promos. I'll tell you the fucking truth. I just do. Is he yelling annoying? Yes, but it's better than his. You know what? I've always thought that when. Please shut up. Speed this shit up. Get to the fucking promo. Good Lord. This was good. I enjoyed it. Solid all around.
Yeah. I like the realization part as well. I thought that was a nice little cherry on top. Him being like, oh shit, what the fuck did I just do? That was a nice one where he was like, yeah, I might have went too far with that one. I went too full Cody. Never go full Cody, and he went full Cody.
Hangman can't win this, right?
No, you kind of have to. I'm hoping that they tie everything together since this whole world title picture has been very much interconnected, and we get Swerve screwing him at the pay-per-view.
Oh, good Lord. No, this is what I was worried about happening. These are the things I was worried about. No. What the fuck? Why can't we ever do anything interesting in this place? Please don't. I will say this. If Hangman loses, we do have an issue at the top of the card with all the more interesting wrestlers being fucking heels. That is not great. MJF, Swerve, Andrade. I assume Osprey coming back at Revolution. That's my new guess.
I mean, they're pushing these video package pretty hard right now. So
yeah,
no.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, we got someone else in the chat that says it. MCAS saying Swerve gonna cost him.
I have movies I like. I watch Goodfellas every year. I don't need it though. I don't need it. Do you guys not have anything else interesting to say? Anything? That's where I thought they were going. So
Dog collar.
So MJ can say he's fucking had the two best dog collar matches in history.
And at Revolution 4 years later, I need to redeem myself from my last dog collar match. Yeah. Since you like chain so much, I'm gonna chain you up like the dog you are.
I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused.
Shall see. It makes it more interesting, that stipulation. Do you think that they're gonna do just they kind of have to go with the Texas Death Match because they pushed it so hard in this segment, don't they?
Yeah, and not only pushed it hard, shadowed over a regular wrestling match. That shit is wild. That's AEW. What the fuck's going on here? We're the best wrestler, even though it's apparently very boring. What the fuck?
We got Josh D from CT with a super chat donation for us once again. Thank you so much, Josh D, for the support. MJF says thank you as well.
Fuck you. Bye.
Josh D says, Hangman is the Casey and JoJo of wrestling.
What the fuck?
He says the shit ain't Jodeci and he ain't a cowboy. Please and thank you, motherfucker.
I've never heard a more perfect insult. So random. They don't connect to anything. Casey and JoJo doesn't connect to wrestling, not to Hangman. That's fucking fantastic. Holy shit. Absolutely. Get out of here, you fucking third-rate motherfucker. I'm with you. Sir. Oh.
We got another super chat donation from Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support.
Life.
You don't know shit.
Chuck Berry says, if the match and stipulation is Texas death, I feel as though the only outcome has to be MJF retaining the title, but that's just me. I feel like any way you go, it has to be MJF winning the title. I feel like this is a perfect opportunity, though, for AEW to learn their lesson and do what they should have done with Cody, where eventually, maybe after a year or so, Hangman turns heel, and that's how you get around the stipulation. He goes against his word.
How? It's a fucking contract.
It was a contract for Cody. He could have just turned heel and get a shot at the.
That's not how that works. You turn to a bad guy when you're in that contract. That's not how that works.
It's like he went against his word. He gave his word.
I was gonna say, MJF. Listen, there's a bunch of interesting things you could do with Hangman being hopeless. We'll say for a world title shot for however fucking long, but I don't see them having those kind of balls. I just don't. I'm sorry. At all.
Is this like Hangman accepting that he's not world championship material?
Here's hoping. Imagine comes to that conclusion, having that type of self-realization. People don't really come to that conclusion until they hit fucking 50. Maybe I can't rap. Maybe this mixtape thing ain't gonna work. No, it isn't. You should let that go. Hangman comes to that conclusion at 30, whatever the fuck he is. Awesome. I'm not that guy. No, you're not that guy. It's fine. It's fine. You're reaffirming him. You're like, no, you're not that guy. I agree. You're not that guy. It's okay. There's only a few of those guys around. Like 4 or 5 of those guys in the world. It's okay. You, Rollins, Moxley, you're not that guy. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's the majority of the world, sir.
Yeah, I think they're gonna figure out a way to go around this in some way, whether it's him turning heel or I don't know. They're gonna do something. We got Dion who says because LA is famous for Texas death matches. LOL. It is actually one of the greatest is Swerve and Hangman. That happened in LA.
Is that the injecting with a sedative match?
No, that's the 2023 matchup, the one that put Swerve on the map. When Hangman drank his blood. Yeah.
Put us on the platform now. Well, these two can't do anything about the other. Good Lord.
Dion says, no, we got King Greg who says, I really love you.
That's an all-timer. Casey and JoJo. Are you fucking serious? That's amazing.
That was wild.
Oh yeah. You know what? A B+ player, a B+ guy. That puts you in the top 90 percentile. You see how amazing you are as a professional wrestler? You're one of the 20 greatest professional wrestlers in the whole world. Just not top 5. It's fine.
Big Man Does says Hangman being the first B+ player to realize he's a B+ player would make him deeply respect him, would make me deeply respect him, and would make him way better than Rollins.
I would agree. I think self-awareness is important. Yes. Good match.
We got King Greg just saying Close to me like my brother. Close to me like my mother. Close to me like my father. Close to me just like my sister. I am the only one of everything. My needs around me. All my. I pray for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you.
Oh yeah. I did hear stuff was going to be on Shannon's show.
Yeah, he was. I heard good stuff. I heard good stuff about it. He's still working though. He's still trying to make people believe that him and CM Punk really still hate each other.
I love how I do. From what I agree, I think they are working. I love how even in his imagination, he's a loser. He's not even like, fuck it, we've got our beef. So it's like, well, he did this to me. He did that. Maybe one day I'll find it in my heart. It's like, even in your imagination, you're a fucking loser. Good Lord. Let it go. Please. Too much a character to have some balls.
Even in your imagination, you're a loser is wild.
Jesus, let it go.
Oh man. John Moxley is backstage with the Deaf Riders, and he says the strength of the wolf is the pack. He doesn't like wolves. He likes coyotes, adaptable survivors. Pac told the Don Callis family that they aren't like them. So if you want to continue to test this, how about Collision? Gather a few of yours and they won't be hard to find. Daniel Garcia says for the Callis family, it's just a name. They aren't willing to live or die for each other. Moxley says that he's not done with Takeshita. He says Revolution, Hollywood, no time limits. One way or another, there must be a winner as long as it takes. That match was made official later on in the show, so John Moxley will go up against Konosuke Takeshita for the AEW Continental Championship. No time limits. It kind of goes back on the whole commentary. The commentary team went like really hard on it being a 60-minute time limit on pay-per-views for AEW Continental title matches during the Grand Slam Australia matchup. And now they're saying it's no time limits. Does this mean this match is going to go over 60 minutes or something? Hopefully not.
I doubt it. Way to ruin one of the only interesting things about this fucking belt. Fantastic.
This graphic looks dope.
It looks colorful. There's a lot going on here. Actually, no, I don't mind it. Yeah, I'm over it. I did see that Moxley apparently called an audible at the end.
Yeah,
I love that. Was what I don't know. He didn't realize beforehand the crowd would be deflated by a fucking draw. It just came to him in the ring. Spark hit me. Brilliant.
I got it. Idiot. I got it. we're gonna brawl some more. Tell him to hit his finish.
But yeah, I thought that was really well done. Moxley is a pro, we'll say. We've missed the boat on Takeshita again. It's amazing how good
you don't think he wins at Revolution?
Maybe. Who cares? Maybe he could be right. Takeshita's so talented that the boat keeps coming around. So there's another boat coming, but we missed this one.
God, Chaser says Big Money Mox gonna show us the work rate. 62-minute classic.
Ain't nobody that fucking good. Takeshita, Gunther, Osprey. Ain't nobody that good to have a good 60-minute Moxie match. Please stop it. Ain't no fucking way. Dragon, Angle, Michaels, ain't nobody. Please stop it.
There we go. We got King Potato says, Jimmy is right. Takeshita is still being treated like a second-class citizen in AEW.
I don't understand how you are one of the best wrestlers in the world, in my opinion, the best male wrestler with relative ease. No disrespect to Gunther or Osprey or whoever. Right now, 2026. You got this angle going with Okada. You're in the Don Callis family, the most important group in AEW, and you still feel like a guy. He still just feels like a guy. It's jarring to me. What does he not have? Besides English. I'm so very confused. Good Lord. He's good enough where English shouldn't matter.
That is true. That is true.
They
They have kind of like dropped the ball on the whole inner turmoil Don Callis family angle.
It's just too long. I know when they had that shitty triple threat shit. It was a good match, apparently. The triple threat match with Takeshi and Okada. It's like, what are we waiting on exactly? I'm so very confused.
We thought it was the Continental Classic, and they did the matchup in the semifinals, not even in the finals.
Fuck. Good Lord. It's a goddamn shame.
I'm hoping he wins the Continental Championship, and then they reunify the titles with the international title, and they do the Takeshita Okada matchup. Maybe they're waiting for All In because that's their biggest show of the year.
Here's hoping. I hope so. I have my doubts, but I hope so.
And that all depends on if they're able to get their momentum back at that point, because they've basically been having Okada. He's had like one match since World's End. It's been 2 months.
Everything about this is confusing to me. I don't understand it. I don't understand the logic, outside of maybe Javon being right.
Crackhead. The Conglomeration is next out. We get Orange Cassidy and Tomohiro Ishii versus the War Dogs. Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors here. Ishii was.
I didn't see Gabe Kidd's entrance. Good Lord, you look thoroughly unimpressive, sir.
Ishii was worked over and isolated early on. He started no-selling some chops from Connors as we get "you fucked up" chants from the crowd. Ishii then started to tee off on Connors for a bit before Cassidy tagged in and joined in on the chops, the lightest way possible for a 2 count. Then we get Kidd briefly distracted Cassidy, who was able to wipe out Connors with the top rope clothesline, but Kidd caught him with a tope suicida and planted Cassidy with a suplex exploder on the outside until Connors mowed him down with the tackle. We get Ishii was launched by Kidd ringside as the War Dogs stood tall as we head to commercial break. Connors then tried charging at Cassidy, who had his hands in his pocket, but then he ate a drop kick for a double down. Ishii and Kidd tagged in, and they started trading shots. They finally woke up this crowd who were taking a break after the promo segment. They started doing shoulder tackles. Ishii didn't budge, and he's delivered one of his own. Kidd went flying on that one. Both got up, and they started trading chops and slaps across the face until Kidd hit a comebacker lariat and knocked down Ishii for the double down. Connors was tagged in, and he charges, but Ishii collapsed. He's clutching his hip or hamstring, and the crowd went quiet because it looked like he was very badly injured. Connors picked up Ishii, and he hits another lariat for a 2 count. Ishii then avoided a suplex and planted Connors with a backdrop suplex. Ishii struggled to his feet, but still turned Kidd inside out with a lariat. Connors hits a snap slam on Ishii, and then Cassidy returned and spiked Connors with a spinning DDT. Hit a tope suicida on Kidd. They started fighting at ringside. Both men brawled into the crowd, where Darby Allin appeared out of nowhere. He then kidnapped Kidd into the crowd with the ref, I guess, not seeing any of this. Cassidy returned to the ring. He hits an orange punch on Connors, and Ishii was able to follow up with the sheer drop brainbuster to pick up the win for the Conglomeration here. Post-match, Cassidy and referee Rick Knox checked on Ishii, who looked to be in really rough shape here, but he was able to pick up the victory. This was fine. I think Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, he said that it looked like Ishii dodged a bullet and he wasn't as hurt as it looked like he was. So thankful for that, if that's true, that he's not completely injured. But I believe this is the first time I've ever seen Ishii win on Dynamite. So there's that.
We can move on. I trying to find something positive to say about any of this, and I've got nothing. Like, not even kind of happy about anything that happened. Why is this match on this card? Why are these people on my TV screen? Why am I supposed to take the Bullet Club War Dogs International LLC any fucking more seriously than I already do not? What the fuck happened to Darby? Why is he dealing with fucking people? Why is the Conglomeration around? Why is fucking EGE on fucking Dynamite at all? What is going on? What is this obsession we have with these people? I don't get it. Let it go. This company refuses to elevate. It's like the nigga keeps going back to the hood. You know what happens when you keep going back? You get shot. Look at Nipsey. You've evolved beyond these people. It's time to fucking go. We've evolved beyond everybody in this fucking match. So they be gay kid. We can move on. We can let this go. Please and fucking thank you. What the fuck? There's nothing I would
not.
I'd rather watch people on than anything happen here. I would. At least he's
They're not
interesting.
They're not setting a good precedent with the War Dogs, who just showed up and they've lost, especially Clark Connors. He's lost back-to-back weeks. So, yeah.
Fuck Darby did to piss somebody off.
I don't know. I mean, he survived the desert kidnapping, and he's kidnapped both guys back-to-back weeks, but they didn't follow up on either.
It's not a fucking match. What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't like wrestling anymore. So, no way, all this stuff is this bad. It's gotta be me.
The Don Callis family are backstage. They're beating up a bunch of jobbers as Josh Alexander accepts the Death Riders challenge. Don Callis walks in and puts the boots to one of the Fallen and accepts Moxley's challenge on behalf of Takeshita, who he says is celebrating with Kyle Fletcher after he won the TNT title at Grand Slam Australia. Kazuchika Okada walks in and says that he'd love to be celebrating with his best friend Kyle Fletcher in Australia, but he showed up here to do his job because he's a champion, unlike Takeshita. Okada welcomes in Andrade and calls him the uncrowned AEW World Champion. Andrade said his eyes are still on the AEW World title, while Callis says that he sees Claudio Castagnoli walking around with the CMLL World Heavyweight title, which would look incredible on the mantle of the Don Callis family. Callis, Okada, Andrade, Alexander, Lance Archer, and El Clone, as well as Rocky Romero, all cackle like villains to end this segment. They do look like freaking villains out of a comic book with Callis. Right. Callis as the evil Dr. Robotnik style villain.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. This was fine. Usually I'm not a fan of wrestlers crowning other wrestlers world champion, but Okada does strike me as the type who doesn't care about that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of here for it. Yeah, this was good. Mostly.
We got Dion who says the Don Callis family have enough members to have subgroups, like maybe Fletcher with Doyle and Davis, Andrade with Hechicero and Clone, Okada with Archer and Alexander. Didn't include Takeshita for obvious reasons.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that was a funny point. Lance just casually holding a dude the entire promo.
Impossibly impressive.
We get Hook with a pre-tape promo about being the new boss of the Ops with Samoa Joe out with injury. He says that the Ops are recruiting. He sent Shibata back to Japan for their recruiting overseas, while Hook would be handling recruiting here. Hook says that he is well prepared to recruit. He says he was recruited by some of the biggest schools in the world collegiately. So he knows everything it is to be recruiting because he's the greatest recruiter and the greatest second generation wrestler of all time. He's the leader of the Ops.
All right. Well, yeah, you heard him. The Ops. It's over. Let's go. Somebody else should let go. Why can't we fire some people or move them? I don't know why you guys want people losing their jobs, especially not in this economy. Move them niggas to Ring of Honor. Please, Hook. Everybody who thinks like Hook, fucking Orange Cassidy, War Dogs, Ishii. Please and thank you. I'd say half Don Callis family, but you guys stick around just to look impressive.
And look ridiculous with a 14 member.
Yeah, I'm jarred by how fucking unimpressive Hook's promo is.
Yeah.
Time to let this thing go.
There's no type of personality behind it. We should have just stuck with him being the silent
Right?
handsome devil.
Why
He's
are we
much
forcing
better
this?
than.
Is his contract up soon? Do you know?
No, he re-signed. I think it was last year.
So why are we still doing this? Like, I get why we had to do it when we wanted to resign him. Why are we still doing this now? He signed. Let it go. It's done. After you sign Evil, they're gonna stop pushing what's his face? Shinsuke. We're done. We did it.
Sure, pretty much. Pretty sure. Then we get the TV debut of the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor. Windsor starts things out with Viva Van. They trade clubbing blows for a bit until Hayter makes the blind tag that led to a sunset flip running boot combo by the Birds. We get a snap suplex from Hayter as Van continued to be worked over until she kicked free from a sharpshooter attempt but missed a corner charge. Van escaped a double suplex and made the hot tag to Becca. She connects with a flashy looking double springboard cutter, but then the Birds cut her off with double headbutts. They hit stereo clotheslines, and then they finish things off with a heart attack variation for the 1-2-3. The Brawling Birds pick up the victory here. I like that. I like their matching attires. I like the music as well. I liked how they set up the tag team, but this did not need to be as long as it was. If you're trying to put them over, do it in less than like 2 minutes, not less than 4 minutes. This was like double the amount that it needed to be.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm a little sad. I ain't gonna hold you. As fine as this was, Jimmy Hayter, yeah. Well, at least you stay next to Osprey's wife. You always have a spot to go.
They'll win the tag team titles at Wembley.
Yeah. Jesus, depressing. It's depressing more than anything that's happened on the show so far. I had high hopes when she came back. Should have known when she had red hair. It wasn't going to go away. It was supposed to go.
And they call their finish 2 birds, 1 stone.
This feels all like wrestler stuff to me. This feels all like self-made stuff. The name, the attire, the finish. Wrestlers... I'll be nice. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. But sometimes you don't want to let them sit on devices. Please. People call themselves birds. Are you fucking serious? What is going on?
Hey, it's a point of endearment. I heard in the UK.
Sure it is. Except this is fucking America.
Hey, I'm in the UK. Sheesh. We get Renee Paquette. She is backstage with former AEW Women's World Champion Kris Statlander and the returning Thunder Rosa. Paquette says Statlander is still not cleared to wrestle for a few weeks after her loss to Thekla in the strap match last week. Statlander says that she doesn't want to wrestle. She wants to fight Thekla. Rosa says that she was officially cleared today, but she's been cleared for a while, she says, and doesn't like what's been happening to Statlander at the hands of Thekla. While Statlander isn't cleared, Rosa is, and she wants a match with the AEW Women's World Champion. Statlander warns Rosa of what Thekla is capable of, but Rosa says that she's ready, and it was announced later on in the show that Rosa will go one-on-one with a member of the Triangle of Madness, Julia Hart, this Saturday on Collision. This felt like they wanted to do 2 things, and they decided to do it in 1 segment because the women, they couldn't go over their 3-segment minimum for a 3-segment max for the women's division.
Yeah. Wow. Listen, can't be crying on interviews. TK is not a fan. You make me look bad. So I'm gonna put you in the segment with fucking Thunder Rosa for 2 minutes, and that's the end of it. What the fuck is going? Oh my god! Women lost the most important match of fucking life, and this is the follow up. A dual promo segment with fucking Thunder Rosa, been missing for 6 years. What the fuck is going on? Good lord, it's really over. Oh well.
I've been cleared for a while, actually, was the funniest fucking shit I've heard in a TV segment. Rosa's like, I'm not going to let you pretend I've been injured this whole time. Kris King would say.
Absolutely. I don't know what to do. Whatever.
Hey, this episode was a step in the right direction for the women's division. It really felt like TK watched Ramble because we spent a lot of time complaining, and he gave us 3 segments. I asked for that. I said, give me 1 competitive match, give me a squash match, give me a talking segment. He got that, but he had to do it in the most TK way possible.
Yes, just leave me alone. Leave me alone, kind of way.
Here, just do it.
Shocking. There's no way everybody who books wrestling is bad. It's impossible. It's impossible.
It's two main promotions here. Yeah.
Is TNA good?
No.
All right. NXT?
Tommy Dreamer is running TNA.
But NXT?
No.
All right. Well, I'm over.
I would say New Japan, but then Gato was gonna do some stupid shit to make me regret saying that. So I'm not gonna say it. It's going relatively fine in New Japan to start off 2026. I don't want to jinx it. CMLL is where it's at. CMLL is good because they just book everything like a house show. Everything's a house show for them.
I love that.
They're going fine.
Good lord. One day this place will turn around. Hopefully WrestleMania continues to do poorly with, get Triple H the fuck up out of here. Bring in anybody else. It's the worst that could happen. They're average, like this nigga is. Who cares?
Ryan Ward supremacy. Here we come. AEW World Trios Champion Kevin the Jet Knight is up next.
Look at this fucking picture. Disgusting. Fucking Kevin Nash rolling over in his grave. Look at this shit.
He was like, I need Kevin Knight to be more urban.
Yeah, because what is this shit?
We did get an inset promo where Knight and Speedball were talking, and they said that if Mortos wins, LFI will get a future shot at the AEW World Trios Championships. Beast Mortos is out. He won Most Underrated in the Wrestling Observer Awards, and he's on the next episode of Dynamite. I'll just say that's a coincidence. Mortos charges at the bell as Knight quickly sent him outside. He launched off the apron with a leaping lariat. Back inside, Mortos was able to mow through Knight with a crossbody, but missed a follow corner knee. Flying back outside, trying to create some distance, but he wasn't successful as Knight launched over the ring post with a dive, staying in control, heading into commercial break. We come back from break and Mortos is working over Knight using his size. He launches Knight over the top and flattened him with a tornillo through the ropes that popped the crowd huge. That's when the crowd got into this matchup. Back inside, we get Mortos spike Knight with a massive pop-up Samoan drop for a near fall. Knight managed to battle back with a huge drop kick, beautiful looking drop kick for a double down. Knight used his speed to connect on a hang time lariat and then a big body slam as well as the leaping splash for 2. Mortos avoided a leaping DDT. He went to the corner where Knight met him with a leaping Hurricane Rana off the second rope. We get a pendulum DDT. Knight then went up top and he finished things off with the UFO splash for the 1-2-3 to pick up the victory here. Thought this was a pretty fun matchup. It got better after like the commercial break. It had good energy from both guys and they worked well with one another. What did you think?
Good match. Kevin Knight has got quite a bit of upside. Jarringly athletic. Well, once we get our character together, and to be fair, Kevin Nash's advice, not terrible, but whatever. We'll move on.
Be more urban. You want more urban black men. That's what you want, Jimmy.
Throw them
I
shades
think
in
it's
the
okay
garbage,
if you say it. If you say it, not if Kevin Nash.
That's outrageous. 2 + 2 is 4, no matter who says it.
That's not the same, sir. That is not the same. We're not comparing racism to math. No.
Hey, it is what it is. Be more urban. Less like Bojangles, more urban. And Mortos is a fun watch usually, but so what? I kind of feel about this how I felt about the opening match. So what? Why are we doing this? That should be the number one question every booker asks himself. Why are we doing this? And if the answer is anything less than it's important, and this was not, then we should move on. Please and thank you. Having a match to have a match is not an answer. Giving Kevin Knight another win is not an answer either.
Got to build them up. But I mean,
Mortos.
if I was Mortos, I would be pissed because he had to win this matchup to get a shot for LFI. And then a few segments later, they would just announce someone just doing a promo gets a shot at the same titles that he had to fight for.
That shit is hilarious. We clearly need to hire a continuity director because what the fuck?
We get another Will Osprey vignette. I'm really loving these. I know I say it every week, but I really love them. It very much is making the Will Osprey return feel like a big deal. He says in this vignette that if you think he'll be half the animal he was when he returns, no. This isn't where the best wrestle. It's where the Billy Goat wrestles. This has been really, really well done. And it does feel the more that they play these vignettes week after week in the lead up to Revolution that he probably makes a surprise return at Revolution, like you said earlier. What did you think?
Good VP. Osprey is desperately needed. Not only for the roster, but more particularly for the babyface side, which is looking not great these days. And yeah, I put the bet on right away. When are they in Wembley? All in? August?
Yeah.
It's a little later than I like, to tell you the truth, but whatever. Fine.
They could do something maybe, I don't know. Maybe he comes back at a Revolution, has his first match at Dynasty, gets a little smaller feud that leads up to Double or Nothing, and then probably after Double or Nothing, they'll start the Owen, I would think.
Right. Okay. That works, I guess.
Yeah.
Ricochet. A bunch of
Moxley
matches. A bunch of Osprey matches, which is great. A bunch of Moxley matches, which is not great, but whatever.
Probably do Moxley versus Osprey. I think that's why probably they're keeping Moxley in this mostly kind of tweener position.
Whatever. Fuck it.
He was the one who took them out. That's just...
This place deserves every bad thing that happens to them. I don't care what you all say. I don't want to hear about how WWE is the evil empire. Just because you're facing the bad guys does not make you the fucking good guys. It's not how that works. Oh, Jesus.
We go backstage to Ricochet and the GOA, the Demand. They are backstage talking about finally putting Jack Perry into the ground last week before talking about Kevin Knight getting lucky against Mortos. Bishop Khan says he's furious that Knight and Bayley are having singles matches and not defending the trio's titles. Toa Leona said that this Saturday be prepared to be in the deep waters against sharks. Jet Set Rodeo doesn't need to have that stupid name much longer. They're taking the titles. Ricochet turns around to see a knife stabbed on his locker room door, but he laughed it off. Why are we continuing Jack Perry and Ricochet? He's beating him twice. Why are we continuing this?
Fucking obsession with Jack Perry is weird.
And please put the trios titles on someone outside of the main event picture, please.
Kevin Nash is a fan of the other two, but he's not a fan of Ricochet. I'll let you know that right now.
He's not urban enough. Not urban
Jack Perry. Listen, they can feud all the fuck they want on Collision. I don't care. Do what you want. As long as I don't have to watch, feel free. And I would take the titles off of Jet Set Rodeo. Is that what they call themselves?
Yeah.
Is it even whatever? Sure. Listen, Ricochet is who he is. You all bought a ringer. Good for you. That's what you all deserve.
Finally, main event time. Kenny Omega going one-on-one with Swerve Strickland for the first time in AEW. Both men get big reactions from the crowd. We see backstage MJF is watching. As soon as the bell rings, we get holy chit chants from the crowd. Both trade shoulder tackles before slapping one another across the face. Strickland fires off forearms, but ran right into a standing Hurricane Rana from Omega that sent Strickland outside. Omega wanted a Terminator dive, but Strickland cut him off with a Flossberry flop, landing right on his shoulder blade. Strickland was set into the crowd where Omega briefly stumbled, but instead of just going back to the spot, he basically like chops and pushes Swerve to just go back to the moonsault. I love that attention to detail by Omega. Some creep in the crowd tried to put his arm around Omega's shoulder and the security tried to stop him, which was hilarious. Strickland comes back. He's able to hit a European uppercut to the back of Omega. As we come back from break, Omega got a boot out of the corner and charged into Strickland, hits a hip toss, a roll through, which Omega countered into a suplex of his own for a reset. Double axe handles by Omega before he hits the Katara Crusher, before hitting a running faceplant slam for a near fall. Omega connects with the "you can't escape," but Strickland is able to kick out at 2. Strickland sidestepped a corner charge and brought Omega up in the corner. Took too long for a top rope Hurricane Rana, allowing Omega to slide out, and he plants Swerve right on the top of the ring post. We get a Snapdragon running knee that decked Swerve right in the face for another near fall. Omega quieted the crowd with the "Whose House" chants and hit multiple knee lifts until Strickland caught the third, and he hits basically like a back suplex, backbreaker combination, and then drop kicks Omega in the back. Omega's able to catch the second rope and lands on the apron. Danielson mentions that he sees that look in Swerve's eyes as Swerve goes for a vertebraker on the apron, but Omega thankfully floats over. He wants to Snapdragon. We get a nice little struggle spot where Omega has to basically pound him on the back a couple of times before hitting the Snapdragon on the apron hard. This gets a "this is awesome" chant from the crowd as Omega gives a long look at the floor. Strickland is able to manage to get back onto the apron where Omega tries to go for the Snapdragon off the apron, but Swerve fights him off. Omega switches to headbutts and then goes back to the Snapdragon. Strickland's able to backflip off the apron onto his feet. He rolls through and hits a rolling brainbuster on the floor. After throwing Omega back inside, he hits a 450 splash to the back with his knees hitting the back of Omega. Omega kicks out at 2. Both counter big pressure and Snapdragons respectively until Omega hits a wheeling kick to the head. He follows up with the V trigger in the corner. Omega wanted an avalanche dragon suplex and he hits it. He struggles over to the pin and he gets a near fall. Strickland is selling his shoulder as Omega gears up for the V trigger. He's telling referee Aubrey Edwards to check his shoulder as it might be dislocated, does Swerve, and he pulls Aubrey right in the way of a V trigger. Loved commentary. I thought commentary did a good job of selling this with Excalibur, Shivani, and Omega saying that they just think Swerve was just trying to get the referee to check his shoulder and didn't do it on purpose. Omega was shocked initially, but he went for the one-wing angel, which Swerve was able to reverse out of. He hits a house call right straight to the jaw. He has a visual pin, but there's no referee. He then takes Omega out onto the apron and he hits him with the Swerve stomp right to the shoulder blades. He then brings Omega over to the exposed turnbuckle after exposing the turnbuckle in the corner. And he hits a slingshot and Omega's face goes right into the exposed turnbuckle. He sells the jaw seriously after that. Swerve goes up to the top rope. He hits another Swerve stomp. Referee Paul Turner runs out. Swerve gets the 1, 2, Omega kicks out at 2.99. The crowd goes crazy after that. A shock Swerve rose to his feet. He wanted a house call, but Omega ducked into a Snapdragon. He hits a V trigger to the back. He hits a Poison Rana. Omega wanted a one-wing angel, but Swerve pulls onto the jaw, which Omega was selling the entire time. Love the selling of the jaw in the last couple of minutes here. But he runs right into another V trigger to Swerve. Omega goes for another V trigger, but Swerve catches him in midair with a charging house call. He then picks up Omega, spikes him with the big pressure. 1, 2, 3. I thought this was a hell of a main event. Unbelievable stuff from both men. The selling by Omega was tremendous. Great storytelling, great little struggle spots, and basically the selling, the chemistry in the matchup was amazing throughout. I love the little subtle heel turn by Swerve with pulling the referee in the way, and then the exposed turnbuckle spot. I enjoyed the near fall as well. I know you didn't by that groan that you gave, but I enjoyed the hell out of the last 3 minutes. I thought it added a lot to the matchup, especially with Omega's selling of the jaw. That was what put it over for me. Post-match, you get Nana dancing and celebrating Swerve's win. Swerve slowly turns back to see Omega down, and he immediately pounces on Omega. He lays in right hands. Referee Paul Turner is trying to pull him off, but he launches him. Swerve then pressures Prince Nana to give him the steel chain. He wraps the steel chain around Omega's throat, and he hangs him over the top rope, similar to how he beat Hangman Adam Page in the Texas Death Match back in 2023, and all the ways that Hangman has used that same move to beat Moxley in the past. You get Bryan Danielson, who did a fantastic job on commentary, pleading with Swerve. He's like, "You're better than this. You don't need to do this." Omega collapsed on the floor as Swerve clears off the announce table. He brings the steel steps over. Danielson is continuing to say, "You've proven your point. You've proven your point." As Swerve sets up the steel steps next to the announce table, he brings Omega up on the steel steps, and he delivers a vertebraker off the steel steps, crashing through the table, proving his point that he is, in fact, the most dangerous man in AEW. And he just screams at the camera, "I needed this. I needed this. I needed this." What a heel turn. I love the matchup. I think this match I would probably put slightly ahead of Fletcher and Ciampa from last week. I loved Fletcher and Ciampa. That set the bar for AEW match of the year, but I like the storytelling. I love the selling of this matchup a little bit more than that matchup. This was a tremendous main event, but the post-match was even better because this is what not only Swerve needed, but we needed. We needed a heel Swerve. He is so much better interacting with the top baby faces when he has that alignment, when he can be the sinister, dangerous heel. This worked on so many levels. Love the ending to this show. What did you think?
That's what's up with the match. I thought it was a really good match. I go great. Yeah, I go great. That was a great match. I thought it was rather sloppy in spots, which always adds stuff for me. It shouldn't look like a fucking dance. And it worked overall. I think even Swerve was starting to stand down some of the, I don't want to say fruitier, but it's the word that's popping into my head. We'll say sillier. Some of the sillier aspects of his in-ring work with that fucking drop-down suplex thing he does. Doing it from a hip toss looked much better to me. It's less theatrical. It felt effective. And Omega is obviously the man when it comes to selling. And overall, you mentioned his botch where he missed the barricade and he fell off. Then he kept it going because he's fucking fantastic. Sloppy doesn't mean bad, Travis. Stop being a dope.
It looks more like a struggle, like a fight in that way. I got what you were saying.
Most people did. That's why I call him a dope. And the match was really good. I thought the referee spot was fucking fantastic, and I love the babyface announcers all gave him the benefit of the doubt when obviously they should have purpose. That shit was
Yes, like I was like, I love this. This is like one of the best moments of commentary from AEW in like months. In months, I was like, they are really selling this. Like they don't know he did that shit on purpose.
No, I don't think so. He was just confused. Right. Post match, I like that he paid off the fucking vertebrae. I had totally forgot about that. He murdered him with it. That was fantastic. This was really well done overall. I love this. This was great.
Yeah, really well done. This worked. This is what Swerve needed. You can't keep calling yourself the most dangerous man and you're still a babyface this whole time. Like it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work on that level. This worked in a lot of ways. I enjoyed the hell out of this. But we should note that it was announced, it was reported by Fightful on Fightful Select that that Omega is in fact, the report from Dave Meltzer is actually true, that he is going to be not available for Revolution. So this works as a write-off for Omega to take a couple of weeks off. So I would assume they're gonna run this match back at Dynasty. Maybe that's how we get, like we talked about last week, maybe they add a stipulation when they do have the pay-per-view matchup. Maybe basically off of this angle at the end, that's how we set up like a lights out matchup between the two men.
This nigga's missing Revolution to play video games.
He's a part of the video game. He helped make the game.
Oh yeah, I can see him sitting there coding, putting in all the necessary things.
No, he did the motion caption.
Great. He what, the motion capture?
He helped with the motion caption. He was the one who
helped.
Was the motion captioner.
He did.
He was the motion captioner.
He helped. He did. He was. Means it's done. The fuck you missing the fucking review for? What the fuck are we doing? It's done already. Jesus fucking Christ. But whatever. Fine. Do it at Dynasty, I guess. This nigga's not Speedball. This isn't fucking Penelope fucking Ford. You're one of the two draws in this place. You're gonna miss the second biggest pay-per-view of the year? You fucking serious? Good lord. Whatever.
Hey, maybe it's the third biggest pay-per-view of the year.
What?
Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing is going to be in a stadium.
All right.
So it's the third biggest pay-per-view of the year. It's fine.
Gotcha. Yeah, sure. Who needs it?
I agree. And I loved Fletcher and Ciampa last week. I think this match was slightly better. What do you think?
Yes. The kick out bothered me less here than it did last week. Or whenever that match was. So yeah, I would say so. And it felt less choreographed, which I always appreciate.
Yeah. Really well done from both guys. It still also felt to me like there is more that they can explore in a rematch as well. Like it didn't feel like they did their like ultimate matchup, pay-per-view match.
I found Kenny Omega interesting because he's clearly not old man Kenny. He's not wrestling as if this is the end, like Punk does these days, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
I appreciate the effort of feeling like a broken down mess. But he's clearly not the Kenny Omega of old. I don't know. I don't know if I want to see another match for him and Swerve. That's not true. I want to see another match, but I don't know if it'd be better. That's my point.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. This was fantastic. So I understand if you don't think they have like a better match in them. I think they do. Because I feel like this was Swerve subtly setting up the heel turn at the end. I want to see a proper heel Swerve versus this babyface version of Omega.
Ooh. Would you put Omega over?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm like almost confident. I feel like Omega's winning the world title before All In. It's going to be Omega and Osprey in the main event of All In.
Is MJF doing what?
He will find something.
You don't even care. You don't even care. It's outrageous. You just nigga like he's fucking.
He'll be fine.
Mania 17.
Don't worry. He'll be fine.
Gets what he
He'll
gets.
be fine. He'll be fine. Don't worry. We'll be fine. We'll be fine here. All right, we've made it to the end of the show. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know what time it is. Let us know what you thought about this episode of AEW Dynamite. Let us know your match of the night, your MVP, your LVP, your moment of the night. What did you give the show out of 10? Was it a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle for this show? For me and Jimmy, for the February 18, 2026 edition of AEW Dynamite, in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up across the board from both of us. I will give this one out of 10. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Jesus. I'm going for fucking
What did you
7.
give it?
Too much nonsense on the show.
So 7 from you, 8.5 from me. So that gives it 7.25 or 7.75.
Yeah.
We got in the chat, we got Chuck Berries who gives it a 7.5. We got Power Driver who's with you. He gives it a 7 out of 10. We got Chase who gives it an 8 out of 10. Mr. Towns gives it an 8.5 out of 10. We got Greater Than Haro gives it a 6 out of 10. And we got Annika who gives it a 7 out of 10. What was your match of the night, Jimmy?
Oh, main event.
Easily the best thing on the show. This is what put it over for me. This is at like a 7.5 probably before the main event, because I felt like it hit a high point with the MJF Hangman segment and then went through a lull with the Conglomeration and War Dogs and then the Brawling Birds TV debut and then a lot of the backstage stuff that they were doing. But yeah, it picked it right back up because this was unbelievable. I would argue one of the better like AEW Dynamite main events of all time between these two guys. They just had off the charts chemistry. What was your who was your MVP for the show, Jimmy?
I'm gonna go co-MVPs with Omega and Swerve. Omega, I thought was the better of the two, and then Swerve obviously the star at the end. So yeah, I'll go with those two.
Yeah, I'll go with Swerve for MVP because it was a much needed heel turn. I do agree with you. Omega was the better of the two in the matchup, but I'm going to give Swerve the love for the win and for the heel turn at the end.
Swerve. Kevin Nash.
LVP for the show, Jimmy.
All my LVPs are co with Tony Khan, but that aside, I'm gonna go with a different co. I'm going with Thekla and Statlander, who main evented the show last week, had a world title match, and were treated like afterthoughts on the show. Thekla quite literally not even being on the fucking show. Goddamn shame.
Yeah, I mean Thekla is a good shout. I'll go with Hook. That was like a segment I did not need at all. So yeah, I'll go with that. Go with Hook. Then we'll go with moment of the show. What did you give it to, Jimmy?
Damn, more Swerve heel turn. During Black History Month, Swerve getting all this love. It's a goddamn shame. It's fucking embarrassing. Should be ashamed of myself. Malcolm X rolling over in his grave. Yeah, it's gotta be Swerve. Heel turn.
Yeah. I would say honorable mention to Hangman going full Cody in the promo segment. But yeah, it's got to be Swerve's heel turn for moment of the night. All right, that brings us to an end on another edition of AEW Dynamite and AEWramble. We appreciate y'all for joining us live. Appreciate y'all watching us on demand. If you are a member of the channel, join us live in about 2 minutes. We'll be live with for our members only for AEWramble post show. We got a couple of questions from y'all in the community tab. It's only going to be like 10-15 minutes. We like to keep those Q&As in shorter form. So join us live as we're doing it. If you got any questions, wrestling or non-wrestling related, that is the best time to do it for me and Jimmy. Jimmy, let the people know where they can follow you on social media and when they shall see you again.
At Jimmy Macram on Twitter and on YouTube. TV shows, movies, and opinions. Stop by.
Indeed. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSB3. You can follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at TrueHillHeat, Patreon.com/TrueHillHeat. $3 a month gets you exclusive content. The best way to support us when we're not live here. We'll be dropping an episode of GOAT Mat series on the channel, probably on either Sunday or Monday. We'll see how it happens. But during the next week, we'll have a live episode for all subscribers since we hit one of our goals a couple of weeks ago for that. So be on the lookout for that. Also, check out our AEW Grand Slam Australia review that we did on this past Sunday with myself, John Escudero, and Professor Kris. That was a lot of fun. So shout outs to those guys. And of course, me and Jimmy will be back with you next Thursday, 1:05 p.m. Eastern time for AEWramble. I will be back live with you on Saturday, 10:05 a.m. Eastern time with the True Hill Heat flagship podcast, myself, Miss Chrissy Love, and the True Draw Josh. But for Jimmy Macram, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. This has been AEWramble, episode 237. I needed this. For the February 18th, 2026 edition of AEW Dynamite, we are signing off until next time.